Okay, good morning class. So you guys had some homework, right? And the homework was on algebraic fractions. Remember we changed couple trinomials to its factorized state because we haven't at this point completed our factorization. The last type of factorization is factorizing a trinomial, a non-perfect square trinomial. At this point we have factorized trinomials, however it is all perfect square trinomial. Not so? So in your exam as well, in the upcoming exam, you are not going to be tested on perfect square trinomials. I mean the trinomials that are not perfect squares. Okay, so later on in term 2 we're going to look at the other trinomial, okay, to give you a chance to first absorb and master this types of factorization that we've covered thus far, okay, which is common factor, difference of two squares, and the perfect square trinomials, okay. So for homework, what did I give you? Only the odd numbers or everything? One to everything. Okay, nice. Right, yay. Covering? Take a test, eh? You got 10 minutes, huh? Right, let's look at the first one. First things first. Number 1. Let's use purple. Number 1. What's going to happen here? 7 going to 7 1, 7 going to 21? 3 times. So it's 3. X squared over 1. And 3x squared over 1 is 3x squared. Do I have to write 3x squared over 1? No. Guess what your question might be? It's only talk to me. Nice. Okay. So we leave it like that. Number 2. Can I simplify that and that thing? Of course not. No? Gone. So what must we do here in number 2?
Take off.
Sorry? Okay, let me just cut this. You know, I can't work like this. Okay. Let's do this. Number 2. So what must be done here? Factorize the numerator, not so? So we have, what is common? 3x. What are we left with? X minus 2 over. Now what can be done? 3x can cancel. Not so? So what are we left with? X minus 2 over 1. It's x minus 2. Not so? Alright, let's look at number 3. And remember, number 3 was the sum we changed. Not so? Dus voor nummer 3 wat is het change in Afrikaans? Verander. As I. Wat verander in cosa? Change. Huh? Change. Change. Huh? Write it down. Change. Yes. You don't have to spell change. Change. Okay. Yeah. What would they change? Right? So we change denominator. No? Right. So we said we're going to say x squared minus x minus 18 can be written as x minus 6 and x plus 6. If you knew how to factorize a trinomial, you should have gotten that out. But at this point, we didn't do it yet. Okay? So what happens? That is already factorized. That's going to be x minus 6 into x plus 3. What can happen on top? X minus 3? Dots, not so. Now what? What can we do now? Cancel. Not so. So x minus 3 over x minus 6. Right, you guys got it? Right, don't lose it, no? Number 4. What's going to happen here? What does a minus x all squared mean? That means to say it's a minus x times a minus x over. Now what happens? Cancel. So you left with? You all agree with that? Let's look at number 5. What does a minus b square mean? A minus b times over. What can happen here? 3 is common. I'm left with a squared minus b squared. Not so. What's going to happen here? What type of factorization there, people? A minus b, a plus b. So it will be a minus b times a minus b. I didn't have to write that. I could have left it as a minus b squared. I could have left it like that. So I'm just writing it here so when I cancel you can see what's happening. Difference of 2 squares, so it's going to be a minus b times a plus b. So what happens? Cancel. Is there anything else that can cancel? Can a minus b cancel a plus b? So, what's the answer? A minus b over 3 into will you guys understand? Chincha. Okay. Yes? You sure that is cosine? Eh?
Yes.
Not to 1 here. No.
So for the second column,
The second column.
yes, sir.
Column. The second one, okay, yes? This one, yeah, from there to there. Now there's a 3.
A sir minus B all squared.
No. If it was a squared minus 2ab plus b squared, that is, the square root of a squared is a squared, of b squared is b all squared minus. That is a minus b squared. So make a note there. Then below that you write a squared minus b squared will be a plus b, a minus b. Make a note. So sometimes in learning it confuse me. Yeah? Between that. Right? You guys ready? Can I move on? Right. Number 6. X squared minus 1 can be written as what? X minus 1, x plus 1. Or x plus 1, x minus 1. Not so. X minus 1 squared can be written as what? X minus 1 times x minus 1. You don't have to write that twice, but I'm just doing it for now. Next year come, you're going to see me not do that. Yes, you're going to do this next year again. Okay. Now what?
Cancel.
Cancel. What can cancel here?
X minus 1.
X minus 1 with x minus 1. So what are we left with?
X plus 1.
X plus 1 over?
X minus 1.
You guys understand? It makes more sense now. Huh? It always makes sense. Who got all 6 right thus far? Besides now, no T. Nobody? Okay. But you guys understand?
Yes.
Making more sense, no? Right, number 7. 7. What can happen to x plus 6, x plus 6 plus y? 6 plus x and 6x plus 6y. 6 is common, not so? What we left with? Over 3 is common. I'm left with? Now what? What can cancel? X plus y is cancelled. 3 going to 3 once, 3 going to 6 twice. So what are we left with? 2 over 1, which is? Okay. You all okay with that? Let's carry on with our lives. Number 8. Number 8. Remember, we changed that a bit, no? We see that a squared minus a minus 6 can be written as a minus 3, a plus 2. Replace that. Okay? So what can happen here? Difference of 2 squares is a minus 3, a plus 3 over a minus 3, a plus 2, yes, times, sorry, a is common, and I'm left with a plus 2 over a squared, okay? Some of you are writing, so I'll give you a chance to do the cancelling there, okay? What do you think will cancel there? Okay, so what cancels? A minus 3 cancel A minus 3. A plus 2 with A plus 2. A with one of those A's. Not so. So what are we left with? A plus 3 over. So do you guys understand? Look at this one. Right. What can happen here? Shiloh, you finish? So are you looking here? Sorry? You're thinking here? Oh, okay. Think quick. Right, what's going to happen here? 3. Thanks. Right. 3 is common. I'm left with M minus P over A plus 2, A plus 1. Which is the factorized version of A squared plus 3A plus 2. And that changes to multiplication at tumbleland times. It will be A plus 2 over M minus P. Okay? I'll give you a chance again to simplify that thing. Alright, so what happens? A minus P cancels A minus P. A plus 2 with A plus 2. That's it. So on top, in the numerator, I'm left with 3 over A plus 1. Got it? Don't lose it. Okay. Next one. Again, difference of two squares. So you're going to get x squared over x plus 2, x minus 2. That's all. This we're going to change to multiplication. The numerator now becomes a denominator and the denominator becomes now the numerator. That's all. So I'm left with a minus 3 into a minus 2. That is the factorized version of x squared minus 5x minus plus 6. Okay? Over. This here, what's going to happen there? X is a common factor, which leaves you with 3 minus x. But is 3 minus x the same as they're supposed to have been x's here. Okay. So I was going to ask you, is 3 minus x the same as x minus 3? No. Okay, so I made a mistake there. So we're just going to change this here. We'd rather put the x there and then x there. Otherwise the stuff will cancel. Sorry about that now. No? But is x, 3 minus x the same as x minus 3? No. So what must I do here? Swap it. You swap it and the negative between it, what happens? A negative comes out. Not so. So in other words, this here would now give us negative x into x minus 3. Alright, so simplify now. Was the first sum, the sum before this an A? Okay. Yes? Yes. Remember that x squared is x times x. Okay. Under the key. Okay. So what happens? That x cancels one of those x's. Not so. X minus 3 cancels x minus 3. X minus 2 cancels x minus 2. So what are we left with? What are we left with? X over x plus 2, and that negative lies there. Not so. Or that negative can lie next to the fractions, the division. Or this can lie on top. Either one of that would get you the full marks. All of that means the same thing. As if we have half, negative half is the same as negative 1 over 2, which is the same as 1 over negative 2. All of that's the same. Do you guys understand? So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to give you a little exercise for homework dealing with what we just did now, okay? And this is going to be for tomorrow, okay? Okay, the 12 sums here I would like you guys to do for homework, okay? For homework, yeah. So at this point you'll pause the video if needed and you just take down the sums as needed, okay? So now we're going to look at so in the last lesson we looked at multiplication and division of fractions. Not so. So today we're going to look at addition and subtraction of fractions. Okay. So this is the substitution period. So we will carry on in our maths period. Okay, but you're going to write down your first sum, and then we'll start discussing this in our next lesson. Okay. Addition and subtraction of fractions, determine the LCM of the denominators. That's what you can write down first. And here is the first sum. Nzekelo 1. That's it, right? Yes. Then page 44. Okay. The bell hasn't run yet. Okay. So addition and subtraction of fractions determine the LCM of the denominators. So what's the first thing we need to do? We need to find an LCM. So right there, find an LCM. That's the first thing we need to do. Find an LCM. So what is my LCM here? 6. LCM is 6. So now we must make equivalent fractions, not so? So your next step is, at this point we'll make equivalent fractions. So the question is, what must 3 be multiplied by to get 6? 2. So I'll multiply that also by 2 to get it equivalent. Not so? So it's 2 into x plus 2. There's a minus here, so then we'll go minus. If there was a plus there, I would have written plus. Do you all understand? So 2 multiplied by what is 6? 2 times 3. So you must multiply that also by 3. Not so? So it's 3 into x minus . What's the next thing you're going to do? The next step? Get rid of the brackets, multiply the brackets out and add like terms. Or simplify. Is this right? Now simplify the numerator. Now simplify the numerator. Go for it. Are you making the notes? Don't lie to me. What's the first note? Fine. Then? What's your second thing? Huh? There you see. So you're lying to me. You're taking over from somebody I know. Huh? What was the next thing I said? What? Create equivalent fractions. So make equivalent fractions. The third one is simplify. Or you can rid the brackets and then add like them. It means the same. So how do we simplify this? By multiplying. Okay? Multiply. So let's multiply. What do we get? 2x plus 4 minus 3x plus 12 over 6. Now what do we do? Like terms. Go for it. You're going to add like terms, not so? So it's 2x minus 3x. Okay? And 4 and 12. So what is 2x? Remember, this remains over 6. What is 2x minus 3x? What's 2 minus 3? 2 minus 3. Negative 1. So it's just negative x. And what's 4 plus 12? 16. At this point, we can say 6 goes into 2 goes into here thrice, and 2 goes into here 8 times. You all agree with that? Huh? No! Why not? 2 terms on top in the numerator. Because of that plus, you can't do that. So what is your answer? Negative x plus 16 over 6. We will carry on in the next lesson. Good morning, class.